Right.
It's just not
No.
like a great
And let's be
Star
honest,
Wars entry.
everyone is understanding the importance of trade route negotiations now.
Yeah.
So that movie is very, very important.
It really is. It really is.
And
Smell it.
bro, his fucking hair smelled like a dumpster. Like,
Oh,
it was like that. And like
you
he,
gotta- he is a
no,
wizard first
Dumbledore
and
is
foremost.
gay.
Yeah.
First
He
and
is a
foremost,
wizard.
he's a homo.
He's a
He's
wizard.
a magical homo. There is murder, and you have paid for a front row seat. And he was slithering up in his Hufflepuff.
Kimono sabe.
All right, this next life force curve.
Dun, 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 dun. We gotta have Matt back
Why?
so that he can suffer my wrath of political humor. He's been hiding. He's been hiding.
Yes.
I'm the king of hiding.
Yeah,
He
you
is
are.
the prince of hiding.
Yeah, you come to nothing. Invited to everything, comes to nothing.
Comes to nothing. I love it.
Yes.
You know, we all have our roles in life.
At least you're invited.
Yeah, thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the long music intro Eddie's going with?
Yeah.
Yeah, I use that
Yeah.
to test that
All right.
it's getting to the
Extended. It's
camera.
working. All
You
right.
know,
All
you
right.
get
Edition.
you record one with no audio to the camera one time. You're like, I'm just gonna make sure
Yeah, it's a good idea.
it's actually kicking to the headphones over there, just in case.
Welcome to the sleepy edition
podcast.
of Yawn, Yawn, and Yawning.
That's right. Listen, we're here.
We are. We did
here.
it. We did it.
We're here in
So I thought we have a little bit of an interesting concept today. Whether it be video games or movies or TV shows, I'd like to discuss things that killed franchises. And I'll start with a good one because I was laughing at what the guy actually said. This was a Mojo Countdown, so I can't take what this guy said. And they started with the reboot of the Fantastic Four. Oof. And he's like, I have to give credit to this movie because it killed the franchise before it even got started.
Yes. Now this is the version of the Fantastic Four with Miles Teller,
Yes.
Oh, no, I never saw
where
that.
they race swapped Johnny Storm.
Yes.
And it was fucking
It was bad.
awful.
It was bad.
It was
and
awful.
it had a good cast.
Yeah.
But the storyline was convoluted. The graphics were good, but it was just poorly told, and you could tell that the actors didn't give a shit about the characters that they
I
were
never
portraying.
even took a look at it. So
You're
So
not
bad.
You're not missing anything. To
Yeah.
be honest, you're better off. There's plenty of other things to spend your time
Yeah.
watching.
And quite possibly the worst looking Ben Grimm of all the Ben Grimms in the
Really?
Fantastic
Yeah.
Four saga.
I can't even remember who played Ben Grimm in that movie. It was just
We'll have to pull that up.
It's a rough watch. It really is.
Yes, yeah. And another one that I saw that was pretty good and is on everyone's list. If you had to guess a movie that's on everyone's list of movies that tanked the franchise, what would you guess, Ian?
I mean, one that's popping up right now in my head is Last Jedi.
Last Jedi? Surprisingly, no.
Really?
It was Jaws 4.
Oh, really?
Wait, 4?
Jaws 3. 3, yeah? 3.
Yeah.
Jaws 3.
Well, there
The
was
Revenge?
Jaws. There's Jaws.
The Revenge.
There's Jaws: The Revenge with Michael Caine, which is weird.
Did
Yes.
we
the
need
the best actor that's ever been in.
Did we need more than one Jaws movie though?
No.
There's been 4.
But
But that's the point. We didn't need. We needed the
Jaws
one.
3 took place
We
in Orlando,
only,
Florida.
we only needed the one.
He was in a fucking water park, bro.
and then didn't that become Sharknado?
I don't know.
Which was way better than any of the Jaws
Jaws was
franchises.
killing people in a fucking water park, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
they said that he linked up with the family's matron through telepathy, and that's how Jaws was able to find them and then kill them. That was the premise of the movie.
so it became a sci-fi movie.
It did, but not in a good way of a sci-fi movie.
the thing was naked in.
The thing was naked and looked
Yeah.
like shit. I
Like
don't
a big ol'
understand that.
Yeah. It's,
like a rock nudist.
They're like, he's rock, so he doesn't need clothes.
it's
You know,
really
he doesn't
not
have a big
good.
old rock cock.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
to be seen.
I mean, that's
To
a
be
good.
determined.
That's a good reason to be grumpy all the time.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
a giant rock dick. Doesn't
or
work.
lack thereof. Listen.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just a Rocky Ken doll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing.
At least if you could take care of yourself.
Yeah,
You're like,
no.
you've got nothing to take care
Nah,
of, sir.
Yeah, nothing.
that's a hell of a friction
That's
burn.
that's
Fucking chunks
That's a Rocky Mountain avalanche.
chunks cracking off you.
Just oh man,
Fucking rock pebbles flying
that's
around.
where Fruity Pebbles comes from.
Right.
Now-
one big old rock finger in your butt.
now here's a movie that killed a franchise that they weren't intending to be so big. They built a universe in Universal for it. The Mummy, Tom Cruise,
Yes.
the reset of the Dark Universe, the old Hollywood horror movie.
Oh yeah, and then nothing ever came of it. Yeah.
Nothing that they put out the one and it died, but they're already so far down the road with building the new park that they still have the Dark Universe theme land.
Yes, yes.
Jeez.
Now, here's the thing. I didn't think it was terrible. Do I think it was a franchise killer? No, but it wasn't under the same light as the original Brendan Fraser
And
Mummy.
that's
Yeah.
the
And
Mummy
that's
that
what the-
everybody wanted.
And that's what everybody wanted. It was kind of
Well, they're doing one, right?
they
Yes.
are. They
Yeah.
are.
Yep.
Yeah. It was Indiana Jones light if you really look at it. You
And
know,
that's-
what the Mummy was.
Yeah.
And that's kind of I think, the direction they should go with it. I mean, the rides in the Dark Universe land, they're like a step above the Harry Potter rides. They're a little more thrill ride-ish, but not enough that, like, you couldn't take your kids on them.
Right.
So, like, if they keep that tone of the Mummy movies where, yeah, they're kind of horror movies, but they're not so over the top you can't take the family to, then I think you could kind of go forward with that. If you go hard into like a horror movie, you're running an entire theme park land that like you're really not taking the family
Sure.
to. And movie wise, you're also not
Not
taking
gonna
the
take
family to.
Yeah. What did you think of like the Mummy versus Indiana Jones? Because I think they both tanked at a certain point as well.
Well, the Mummy was a success. Indiana Jones, I don't think started to be a pile of shit until the new one, till
Right.
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
I think is it the one before Crystal Skull or Crystal Skull?
I think it was Crystal Skull was the bad one.
Was definitely
Crystal Skull was shit. That was the one with the
Crystal
big ant.
Skull-
He tried
was-
to introduce his daughter.
Shia LaBeouf
No,
was in.
didn't he try to introduce his
she's
daughter
in the
to
one
take
after.
over?
Isn't
She's in
she?
the newest one.
She's in after Crystal Skull.
She's after Crystal
So
Skull.
I mean, like Crystal Skull was like definitely one of the worst ones. What was the one before?
The last one was
that?
the worst one.
The last one was definitely the worst one.
Yeah, and that's where he's
But-
like a bumbling idiot,
Yeah,
and
Chris-
they're trying to push her as the new.
The last one, his son is dead, I believe. They just kill Shia LaBeouf off.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf's dead.
And the one before that's Crystal Skull.
Probably for the best. But yeah, the Crystal Skull is the one where there's like large ants.
okay, so
and
we
shit
have
like that.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Yep, good.
First one was Raiders of the Lost Ark,
Yep.
1981. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, 1984. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade,
Still
Nope,
good.
still good.
Sean Connery.
1989.
Yep. Sean
and
Connery's his dad.
Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the
Crystal Skull.
Oh, so it is Crystal Skull that
Crystal-
was the yeah.
It was shit, but then the one after it was even worse.
Yeah, that would
Dial
be
of Destiny.
Indiana Jones and the Dial of
Yeah.
Dookie.
That was the biggest fucking
Pile of
yeah,
shit.
That was a pile of shit.
Yeah. And they were hoping that it would reboot and save the franchise.
That was Harrison Ford just rolling around a pile of shit.
And then Harrison
Yeah.
Ford notoriously was saying, because they were eyeing Chris Pratt to take over the role,
he's
which
like,
I
no.
thought would have been a good.
Yeah,
Probably
he said,
could
"Nah."
have. The thing is, he was also doing Jurassic Park. He was also doing Star-Lord. His face was everywhere. So at a certain point, it's also like, does this
Yeah.
guy need another fucking movie?
Why don't you just give it to what's his name?
The Rock.
No, fucking what's the Spanish dude?
The Rock.
No, the Spanish dude. I didn't say
Hawaiian.
black.
So wait, you want John Leguizamo to play in the Odyssey and as Indiana Jones?
No, I want
The last name doesn't quite fit.
I want what's his name? The
Shia LaBeouf?
Mandalorian.
Oh, Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal,
Pedro
yeah.
Pascal.
Yeah, he's never there.
Listen, do it. Let's go.
but he's-
And give him Grogu and make them into Indiana Jones.
Pedro, no, it's
Might
in
as
his,
well,
it's
fuck
in
it.
Pedro's contract. He has to be a father of some sort to be in the part.
Correct.
So I
Correct.
mean, if there isn't a kid that he's taking care of, he's just not in there.
It's either a green alien kid or a potato head alien kid.
Yeah.
One of the two.
The only reason I said The Last Jedi is because I feel like that was like the signification of like the death of Star Wars cinematic
Yes.
Because the first three, they stand alone. They're fine. They're great. They're
Right.
the original Lucas. Even the new ones that they did, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and
The second
yeah.
trilogy, which a lot of people were like, this killed it. they
It
did
didn't.
manage to fix it. It
Yeah.
brought in a new group of people, and a lot of the cartoons and everything after the fact told the story in between, which put those movies back to being like actually good.
I mean, even the weakest one, like Attack of the Clones, it's
Yeah.
kind of boring.
Right.
It still is not. It's not like a bad movie.
Right.
It's just not
No,
like a great.
and let's be
Star
honest,
Wars entry.
everyone is understanding the importance of trade route negotiations now.
Yeah.
So that movie is very, very important.
It
There you go.
really is. It really
There you
is.
go. And you could even argue that a new the Force Awakens, the one where they introduced Rey and everything.
Yep.
They did completely copy the Star Wars
Yes.
theme. It was the same
Right.
thing as the first movie, but it wasn't a disaster. It was a box office success. It
Right.
wasn't until you did The Last Jedi
Yeah.
where you had the blue milk drinking.
The
Luke.
disaster.
What do you have against blue milk, sir?
That's literally one of the examples of the worst use of a character ever.
Yeah.
I mean, you have Luke Skywalker.
Yes.
He is like one of the most iconic fucking characters of all time. And you turned him into a weird pussy hermit just drinking blue milk from some weird
Yeah.
alien
Now
cow.
you can buy
You-
blue milk at the parks.
Yeah.
So that's what they were aiming
But it's like
for.
you have
No,
the
thank you.
books that
Nothing
tell
about that
Luke's
is Avatar.
story.
You don't want to drink. I apologize.
Yeah.
Do you don't want to drink blue milk in the middle of Florida at 100 degrees
No.
outside?
Florida, milk in Florida is specifically an inside drink.
Bro,
in the AC.
Yes.
I have walked past that stand. It's outside.
No.
Blue milk. It's outside, and there's no shade to cover
Yeah.
you at all.
Yeah.
In any direction, they're like, "You want to drink blue milk?" I'm like, "It's 95 degrees in Florida. Do I want to puke on the next
Yeah.
ride I go on?"
I
to?
just think of fucking I think of Ron Burgundy. I think
Yeah.
of Will Ferrell in that Anchorman.
Yeah, Anchorman.
He's walking around drinking milk out of the carton in
yes.
San Diego. He's like, it's so hot. He's like, milk was a bad choice. It's like spilled on his chest. I'm like, oh my god, like
Milk-
it's so fucking gross.
Milk is not the drink that comes to mind. We're like, it's hot. I need something to cool
Yeah,
me
I need
down.
Well, it curls immediately.
It does.
Yeah.
So bad. It's so bad.
I remember one day it was years ago. We like everybody was at my house. It was like a pool party up in Pennsylvania, and like fucking people were spraying like whipped cream on each other and shit. And like one buddy Chris, they sprayed whipped cream in his hair, bro. Literally like half an hour later. It only took half an hour.
You could smell it.
Bro, his fucking hair smelled like a dumpster. Like I was like, no. And like
you gotta watch that
he
shit.
smelled his own hair and started gagging. I was like, dude, his hair smelled like rotten milk. I was like,
That's so
dude,
bad.
So I can't imagine walking around in Florida heat
Yeah.
and drinking milk.
But it's blue.
It's disgusting. It's gonna turn blue anyway from the fucking fungi that's growing in it. No. Not happening.
man.
So I think that was like, to me, that stands out at least as a little bit as like
Yeah.
this killed it.
And that was just
Okay.
and that very much like the Harry Potter franchise with the Fantastic Beasts. Poor planning. They didn't have a idea for movie 1, 2, and 3. What's the
Right.
story we're telling in each? What's the overarching story? They brought in different writers, different directors. They're changing shit the day of.
Different Grindelwalds.
They had no idea what the fuck they
Yeah.
were doing, and you get to the end, and you have assholes in charge who are like, no. Luke will say, fuck all the first movie. Why? Why don't you have the actual main heroes together for the one scene?
Yeah.
That's all. You needed 30 seconds to appease the old fans, and you were like, fuck them.
Right. Nope,
And that was the
can't.
director, like, I wanna turn expectations upside down. Fuck you.
Right.
Fuck you. This is a franchise on fan service.
Yeah.
So how about you fucking give us what we came here for?
Yes.
Space wizards
Yes.
that actually fucking do something.
And aliens.
When in the Mandalorian, one of the greatest scenes is when they are trapped in the back of that
Yes.
ship, and Luke Skywalker comes and demolishes everyone to save them.
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't shuffle in. And
No, he didn't
Drink blue milk
No,
and-
no. He
Speak
murdered
incoherently.
every robot and soldier from his ship to that door and, said, "Give me the baby."
That's
Yep.
the Luke. That's the Luke we want.
That's what we want. That's what we
That's
want to
the
see.
Luke that we should have gotten.
We didn't get that
Absolutely.
Luke.
He is essentially a space samurai wizard.
Yep.
The
Yes.
man that needs to live up to that. So, okay, let's jump into your genre here. What do you think a horror film that killed a franchise?
Oh God, see, it's hard to kill a horror franchise because
What, Jason in space, maybe?
Jason and that's a good one.
that was so far down the line.
That
I
was
don't know.
so
I mean, that's
bad.
like movie number 10 with
That's
Jason,
so
isn't
bad.
it?
That's after Jason goes to hell. I mean, that's like
Yeah.
listen.
Aliens 3?
Alien 3, you could argue. I mean,
It's horror, right? Would you consider Aliens 3
It was
sci-fi
considered.
fantasy
It was
or
considered
sci-fi
a flaw.
horror?
It was considered horror, but it's like it was like a weird way to go. Like it was a prison planet.
They
went
brought her
one-
back to life.
They downplayed it. Like you went from like Alien 1, where it was one alien killing people on a ship.
Yes.
Then you went to Aliens, which everyone considered because James Cameron did that one.
Right.
You consider that one the best because now
Right.
it's aliens all over the fucking place. It's
Right.
a hive. It's what built the Alien universe. That movie.
Yes.
And then they downplayed it again. They went, okay, let's go from a planet full of aliens back to one alien killing
Right.
people.
Yeah.
And
then-
Ripley had to be brought back to life for that. Or is that the movie that she died in?
No, she came back with Alien Resurrection. That one got really weird. That got into like
Okay, so
human
then-
alien hybrids.
So then I take it back. Alien Resurrection was the
Alien
one that killed the
Resurrection, you
franchise.
could definitely argue more than 3. 3 was just a weird direction to go in.
Yeah,
It was a
yeah.
strange direction to go in. But Alien Resurrection killed it.
When,
Yeah, and that's-
when you have to resurrect the hero because the franchise is dying, that's when you know you're fucking done.
Yeah.
well, it's hard
I
to make
agree.
it.
I
I mean,
agree.
they do it now, but it was just hard at the time to think of an alien movie without Ellen Ripley.
Sure, of course.
So-
But even the newer one, it was okay.
Yeah.
It was all right.
It's,
You know what I mean?
Alien, yeah. What the newest one? they just did.
Prometheus they had. which
Prometheus
wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, but it was like a prequel.
But was it Aliens? It was different.
It was like the setup to Aliens.
Yeah.
It's like wow, this is where the alien virus came
That
from.
is something that I always look out for. If it's a prequel, I typically never want to see a prequel.
Yeah.
I'm not into prequels.
It's-
Like we
prequels
don't need to
are-
go back. We need to go fucking forward.
Yeah, they're absolutely tough.
Yeah.
It's a. Well, we can bring on Harry Potter here, like I was just saying, because the Fantastic Beasts were prequel movies, and the genius behind the original books was she had the idea and the story and the outline for each of the books before writing the first one. So built the world, built the story. Here's where book 1 to 2 to 3. Here's where they're all gonna go. Here's where we're gonna end.
Right.
Then came back and filled everything in. So you had little things in chapter 1 that hint towards things in, book number 7.
Right. Little Easter eggs that people
Yes.
like.
So when the Fantastic Beasts movies were coming out, I believe they basically said, we have the rights to make these movies whether you fucking write them or not. So we're going to make them. In which case she jumped on board of like,
Right.
I can at least help steer the ship as best as possible. I'm not mad at the movies. I enjoyed the movies for what they were.
Same.
But the Harry Potter fan base is built on the books first. And without having the books to read ahead before the movies, you didn't get the people in there
So-
that you did with the originals.
I like what you said there because they weren't placating to their audience fan base. They ignored them. They said, this is big enough. We don't need them. Let's just throw it on the big screen. Everybody knows Harry Potter. They're going to
Exactly.
come and watch it. And to me, too, Fantastic Beasts, I didn't hate. I thought
Yep.
they were actually good movies. I don't know if you've seen any of the Fantastic Beasts movies.
They were okay.
They weren't bad.
Mean,
They weren't bad.
They weren't great though.
We've seen worse.
yeah, but
Yeah.
then they tried to be like, oh,
Yeah.
Dumbledore was gay,
That's where I think
and
they
he was
started
not
to
only
fuck up.
gay, he was gay with the villain,
That's where I think
and
they
they had
started to fuck
wizard
up.
sex.
Yes.
They
Yes.
magically increased the
And
size of
here-
their prostates and,
and-
genitals.
And we've said it before, like
Super
have,
fucking.
have the all-inclusive characters, but don't make it their being. He
No,
is a
no,
wizard.
Dumbledore
first
is
and foremost.
gay.
yeah.
First
He
and
is a
foremost,
wizard.
he's a homo.
He's a
He's
wizard.
a magical homo.
Is that why he was chasing the unicorns?
That's why. Listen,
he
listen.
wanted unicorns.
listen. He
that what you're
was.
saying?
He was an old, weird, gay headmaster wizard. He was a.
Jesus
He was a
Christ.
headmaster.
He was the
headmaster.
The headmaster.
The headmaster.
The master of head.
And his boyfriend's name was Grindelwald. Grindelwald.
Grindelwald.
Grindelwald.
God damn.
That's right.
That is
Couldn't be more
a
spot on.
rough name.
That's
You
right.
couldn't be more spot on,
He
though.
was slithering up in his Hufflepuff. It was J.K. Rowling's vision all along.
Please remember that he was slithering
Slithering
up in his
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff. That is the name of the episode.
Hey, it might be.
I
Might
really
be.
like that.
It
That's
might
a
be.
good one. That's
Listen,
I-
we need to focus on what's important here, and that's that Gandalf is gay. No, the actor that played Gandalf is gay, but
Yeah, right,
Gandalf
but-
himself is not gay.
right, and that's okay. Like, just it doesn't have to be what makes the character.
And that-
Gandalf like that.
And
Gandalf
that-
like
I
that.
don't
played
think-
a pivotal
Yeah.
part in their upbringing to make them either the hero or the villain.
think
I was bullied,
that-
I went this direction.
Yeah.
The idea was it played a part in the issue between their relationship when Dumbledore started branching off of the idea of the greater good for the masses versus the individual.
Yeah.
And Grindelwald kept going down that path where it's like, well, if people got to die for the greater good, so be it. Dumbledore started looking at things more like, no, we have to look at the individual as well.
Shades of Magneto and Professor Xavier.
Yes. So that was
Except
supposed
they wasn't
to,
fucking.
Yeah. So that was supposed to play
make things a little more complicated.
into the relationship. I think what really messed it up was there was a few little inconsistencies based on the source material and what came out in the movies with some of the timeline, but just them not having a full-on plan like they had with the original books.
Sure.
Where it's like you can have everything kind of one cohesive story already thought out before you committing it to screen.
And when you don't have a plan like that, that's when shit gets left up to interpretation. And sadly, in today's world, there's not as much creativity. People just try to push a message.
Yeah. That not fully thought out plan. That's what hurt DC. That's what hurt Marvel.
Yeah.
It hurt Harry Potter. It hurt Star Wars. It hurt Star Trek movies. You know, like the original Wrath of Khan movie was like the peak of the OG.
Yeah.
You know, Star Trek. From there, it's just
downhill. I don't think there's any original licenses right now that are thriving. I really don't. I mean, think of one.
Vox Machina.
But that
no Critical Role between Vox Machina and the Mighty Nein is doing a great job.
I would say
they're doing a good job.
They're doing a great fucking job.
The OG big franchises are all dying.
Yeah.
They are all
Newer
dying.
stuff, a lot of the stuff, especially from the Critical Role crew, is doing phenomenal.
I mean, you could say Invincible's doing good, but that's an original story. Like,
And it was fantastic.
they're literally just look what happens when you just follow the fucking
the
plan.
formula and you run with it. Okay, how about this? There are two movies that are on the same vein that the 300.
Yep.
One of my
second
all-time favorite movies of all time.
And the second one is just ass.
The second one is absolute dog shit.
Ass.
I don't even want you to.
But you could say that about Gladiator.
I was gonna say that was the second one.
shouldn't-
Same vein.
They
You don't
are-
need a two.
Listen,
you don't need
300 and Gladiator are not franchises.
They're masterpieces.
They are franchises that shouldn't exist.
Exactly.
Because they are Gladiator and 300 are two
They're
A-plus movies
standalone
that
stories.
stand alone.
100%.
I mean, 300
masterpieces.
300 is one of Frank Miller's best comic books ever. Gladiator is one of arguably Ridley Scott's best movie of all time.
Yep.
You don't need a fucking sequel.
No.
I agree.
And you don't need Kanye West to do the soundtrack. What the fuck are we doing?
Something,
so bad.
Some
What are we
things
doing?
need to be left alone.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't
Yeah.
need a fourth Matrix movie.
That's
Wow.
another one.
That's one that
Resurrections? What's it
killed a
called?
franchise.
What's it called? Resurrections?
Resurrections.
Again, Resurrections.
That killed a fucking franchise.
I forgot about that movie, and we were watching something, and it popped back up. I'm like, oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
That movie was so bad. I essentially erased it from my memory.
I forgot about that movie
Because
until
Keanu's kind of sort of living in reality, and
Yes.
he forget like,
Bro,
oh,
We
I
gave it the
started-
Disney Plus Willow
I
treatment.
started to watch
Erase it from your memory. It doesn't exist.
I'll never forget. I was watching that movie. I'm watching that movie, and he's like in a coffee shop, and Trinity's there, but it's not reality, but it is. And then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, they started they're literally just blatantly reusing film from the first movie.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
so
I'm like,
bad.
this is a scene. This is just.
This is a rehash of what we've seen before.
They just cut this in. This is just a scene from the first movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so bad.
What the fuck are we doing? And Morpheus is gone. He's
Yeah.
just a different guy.
Yep.
I'm like, what?
It's-
Lawrence Fishburne. I know what happened. They sent that script across the table. He read a couple pages.
He's
He-
like,
he
fuck
went-
Fuck
this.
no.
Take this back to your coffee shop.
Yeah. He said, I'm gonna go play a vampire in the Witcher series with Liam Hemsworth.
Yes.
I'm
No,
gonna,
no,
I'm
no.
gonna swing for the
Yes.
fences with something new because this
Yeah.
is shit.
Yeah, so that's how bad it was.
Yeah,
Lawrence Fishburne opened up a fucking script that said, "Oh, this is the season of The Witcher without Henry Cavill."
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a vampire
I'm
with
in.
a wig. I'm in. But
I'm
he
in,
opened
yeah.
up the fourth Matrix movie and said, "No, thank you."
I will.
No,
I will
thank
be
you.
taking the blue pill, sir.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna-
I'm gonna
I'm-
live
yeah.
here in reality.
Yes.
I don't want to give any
He's like,
fucks about the Matrix.
I'm not touching this script. I'll play a homeless guy that plays with pigeons in fucking
Yeah.
John Wick.
Yes.
But I ain't gonna play no fucking no.
Fantastic little
Yes.
role for him there, though.
Yeah,
Let's be
yeah.
honest. That was
Yeah.
great.
Another one-
the king of it's king of something.
One that
He's-
you're always talking about that you hated that killed the franchise was The Wiz. You said it killed The Wizard of Oz. You're like, man, The
What
Wiz.
is The Wiz?
The Wiz is shit.
What is
You're
The
like,
Wiz?
He hates The Wiz.
What's the whiz? What the fuck is this?
Look it up. Look it up.
I'm not looking it up.
The Wiz.
I don't want to look it up.
It's not a urination movie. Look up The Wiz.
I'm not looking up The Wiz.
You're the one who brought up how much you hated.
Why do I feel like I'm going to get on a government list if I look up
I'm
The
not looking up
Wiz?
The Wiz. Are you trying to tell me that The Wizard of Oz is in some way, shape, or form involved in a fucking franchise, like a sequel?
Come on, man. You're the one who brought this up here. Let me show you what The Wiz is.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Nothing's off limits. In this day and age, I'd be surprised if they did like.
Here's the cast of The Wiz from The Wizard of Oz.
What
movie.
the fuck is that?
No.
Hang on.
That doesn't exist. And if I do not look at your phone, it still doesn't exist in my mind. So
Hold on. What?
Nope. In my world, I am here.
Whoa! That is.
Yeah, bro, come on.
Yo.
Yeah, come on. You hate The Wiz, bro.
What in the fuck? What is The Wiz?
I
hate you.
I think I am officially offended for somebody else.
What is The Wiz?
That is. Yo.
It is a legit movie
They signed up for that.
that came out,
People got paid.
and it wasn't a parody. It was not
1978.
Food
a
was
parody.
prepared. It was put on a table. There was catering.
Yes,
Somebody had to keep the AC running in trailers. What the fuck?
It is a real movie.
38% on Rotten Tomatoes.
We have seen a couple of movies that got
Wow,
0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What was
The
the call?
Crow. Anything after The Crow #1 was like 0% Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay, another movie.
0%
Another
Rotten
movie that
Tomatoes.
should have just been a standalone.
Yes.
Especially when I heard more about why the guy wrote it. The guy was dealing with grief, the original writer.
Right.
And he wrote this in a way to deal with his grief. It was a book. They turned it into a comic book, and then they made it into a movie
And then
adaptation.
Brandon Lee died making it. They
Yeah.
should have just left that
Yes.
alone.
And then after that, anything that came after it, I've never seen anything outside of Crow 1.
I've seen.
I watched the new one with Skarsgård.
I think I've seen
did watch
two.
that
How
one.
bad was it?
It was not a good movie. And
Is it four of them all together? I think I want to say I've seen two beyond the original. Crow.
like I would say that like the original movie, like you as campy as it is for the 90s,
Right.
it's still much better movie than the newer
Right.
one. Because like in the old one, you kind of felt bad for Brandon Lee,
Yeah.
and you felt bad for his like musician girlfriend,
Yes.
and like you felt bad for them when they were murdered and shit. It was terrible. In this one, they're kind of pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Like they're pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Like they're breaking into people's houses. They're doing drugs.
Yeah, they're
like,
assholes.
They just seem like dirty fucking people. So that when they're getting murdered, I'm like, meh.
Yeah, you deserve it. So
Live that life, pay that price.
You made while Eddie's looking that up. You made an interesting comment about like horror movies. They don't kind of.
Oh my God!
fade
There's
out
5 of them.
of The Crow. Yeah,
Okay.
good.
Jesus, I think I've seen Wicked Prayer, which that's the one where he's a ex-con and his girlfriend. Yeah, that's
Never saw that.
you're okay. Don't worry about that. I want to say I did also see City of Angels.
That's the second one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Stairway to Heaven. I'm not sure if I saw that one. I think I've seen 1, 2, and 5. I don't recall 3 and 4.
5 movies. They really wanted to breathe life back into that.
They really
Oh
did.
boy, and 3 they really went for somebody that looked like Brendan Lee. They were like, get us a guy that kind of looks like him. Can we find someone that?
That's the martial arts dude. Fuck, he's in the John Wick movie.
Let's make him really look like. Oof, boy. Oh yeah. Those are rough.
All right, so when you look at like characters like Freddy, Jason, Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Yes.
Tito Ortiz is in.
of
number
course,
5.
that's trash.
Oh, wow.
Let me make sure that is the yes. It is the Tito Ortiz I'm thinking of.
Is he actually
Yeah, it
playing
is.
the crow?
I don't
He probably
recall.
is.
I
He
don't-
is the Crow's
fucking hope
dad.
not.
So
That's how good that movie is. I forgot that Ortiz was in it.
It should be
Raven.
called the Crown. His head is so big.
Yes. He plays the Raven.
So when you see something like Jason versus Freddy, which takes a horror genre and almost makes it a bad comedy,
I enjoyed Jason vs. Freddy. Just
but isn't it
'cause
kind of like a bad comedy
it's
versus
got-
a horror film?
It's still a horror film, but like because of Freddy and a lot of
Yeah.
the like, some of the things Freddy does, he tries to put like dark comedy shit in the movie.
Of course,
There-
but
there's
that's
a-
his brand
Right.
of villain.
But in the first movie, he was terrifying. Like,
Right,
The original
Yeah,
Nightmare on Elm Street.
there is a graduation to 90s slashers movies where after you get past like 3 or 4, they become more humorous almost on purpose.
Right.
Where it's like, it starts off with a scary premise.
Jason in New York.
And they get away with it for like 2 or 3 movies. And then they're like, we can milk this, but it's gonna be like, oh, this is ridiculous.
It becomes a parody
Like
of itself.
Jason's
Yes.
walking down the street in New York City. He like
Yeah.
steps on somebody's boombox. They're like, hey, what the fuck? But it's Jason. What are you gonna do?
Right,
you know?
I seen a
Yes.
scene where like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre walks onto the bus. He's got blood all over him. He's got a real chainsaw, and there's a bunch of Japanese people on this party bus, and they take out their phones to take pictures of him like he's famous.
Yeah.
And you're like, what are you doing? He's gonna murder all of you.
Yeah.
You fucking idiots.
Yeah,
like that's funny.
Yeah.
But it becomes a joke.
I
So
think-
that's what
I-
I'm saying.
I think in the one in Jason Goes to New York, I think he punches a guy's head off.
yes,
Like
yes, he does.
Like he punches him so hard his head snaps
Yes.
off. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Okay,
Like,
so then at that point, to me, you're leaving horror behind, and you're becoming campy.
well, it gets to a point where, and this is like I've said this before on this podcast, that's one of Stephen King's fears. It's the fact that the masses, when these killers become, when you get the, like your Chuckies, your Freddy's, your Jasons, your Michael
Yeah.
Myers, they become, once you get 3 movies deep and you keep going, you're no longer going to the movie to see, oh my God, I hope they get away. Oh
Yeah.
my God. You're not rooting for the fucking girl hiding in the house.
Right.
Yeah.
You're going to these movies to see how he's going to kill.
Right.
And no one goes to the Terrifier 3.
That is
Right.
that is
To
literally
see
what
somebody make it.
That is what I was gonna say. The Terrifier embodies the fear of Stephen King 100%. Because I want to say from the first one, that's all it was. There wasn't
Yeah.
like the standard horror movie. Here's a scary premise. It was just like he's murdering people.
Yeah.
That's
that's
what
what
he's
you're.
doing.
That is what you're here for, to see how he
Yeah.
murders people.
The Terrifier 2 and 3, particularly. There's one scene in Terrifier 1, but Terrifier 2 and 3 is torture porn.
It's horrific.
It's torture porn.
Yeah.
There is murder, and you have paid for a front row seat.
Yeah.
Oof. I can't watch something like that. I really can't.
I can. I've
Oh, I know you can. I know you
I've
can.
seen horrible movies.
You can eat a fucking salami sandwich while you're watching that
I've-
shit. You're like,
I've seen-
extra
I-
salami, please.
I have scoured the internet. I have scoured the. You know I like extra salami. I have scoured the internet and I've searched in the dark crevices,
sure.
Reddit threads. I have tried to find the most. I'm like, what? I've tried to make it a point to see the most disturbing and dark horror movies that have ever existed. Some of the scenes in the Terrifier, like the shower scene in Terrifier 3, the bedroom scene in Terrifier 2, they are like, gore usually doesn't upset me.
Right.
You have to die in a really horrible way for me to like be like, oh, and like want to leave.
Yeah.
The Terrifier 2 got to me. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
it got to me.
Yeah.
That bedroom scene,
Yeah.
bro, it goes on forever. The movie's like 2 hours long, and 10 minutes of it is the fucking bedroom murder scene.
Yeah.
It never stops.
Yeah.
Like you're just like, okay, I get it.
Right.
At
And
a
like-
certain point, it's going to be like 90% of the movie is slowly killing a person.
And the director knows it. The director knows it because, like, at one part, you think it's over.
Right.
You're like, okay, I've made it through.
Yeah.
Art leaves. The girl is in the state she's in. I mean, you're like, okay, nothing left to do but die.
Yeah.
Art comes back. Like, it's like a joke. He fucking leaves. 30 seconds later, he comes back into the bedroom with apple cider vinegar and salt
Oh
and just
my
starts going
God.
and dumping it. And I'm like, what are we doing?
Just hearing that makes me queasy.
What are we? Well, and then the director has made it a point to list that Art the Clown, because of he's like almost like there's something else involved with him.
Right.
He's not just a murderer.
Yeah.
There's some kind of dark
It's
entity,
supernatural.
like Lovecraftian.
That's
Like,
driving him.
It's the little girl clown. And then in the later movie, the chick with like the burned face that you always see with him. Not everybody apparently can see her.
right.
That's the spirit, the evil thing that hangs out with Art.
Right.
And he can see her. And the thing is, Damien Leone, the director, has said Art the Clown can keep you alive. That's one of his abilities. Like when you should have died,
He could keep you
you are
alive.
still
He's
there,
dragging it
just
out.
so you can feel what he's doing to you. That's one of his powers.
I don't like this guy.
Which
I don't like the Terrifier, and I don't like Art Leone.
the way
Hey man,
he kills
you don't
Santa
need to
Claus.
make the movie.
He kills Santa Claus in the third one, and he does it by freezing, like with nitrogen, certain parts of his body and then smashing them with a hammer.
That's
And
great.
yes, you see it. It
Yeah.
goes on for a while.
I'm sure it does.
He's also crossed the line. Damien Leone, in most horror movies, they don't show kids being killed.
and he does it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Art
See,
kills kids.
because
a lot of people left the theater in the third movie because they were like, we didn't think he was going to kill. Well,
so
they're going that route now.
So there's the thing is that because you have to keep stepping it up, right? So what's the new line to cross? What's the new line to cross?
We're
When
going
a
to
movie
find out
like
'cause
that He's doing another one?
Terrifier 4 has already been greenlit because the Terrifier 3
makes-
outsold any other movie
It
in
makes
December.
money. It makes money.
Christmas
So-
time. The number one selling movie at Christmas time was
Yep.
the Terrifier
That's because
3.
people don't want to buy gifts.
Do you guys want to buy Christmas gifts or you want to go watch murder?
Let's go murder somebody.
go watch some
because
torture
that's how
porn.
I feel right now.
Let me see what the Terrifier grossing was. 'Cause
Oh,
I think it
man.
went up. I think in the reverse order. Like
Yeah.
the Terrifier 1 was outsold by Terrifier 2, which was outsold by Terrifier 3.
Yeah.
I think it's reverse order
So
for them.
it's guaranteed they'll make another as long as they keep and the thing is horror movies are generally pretty cheap to make as compared to other movies. That being said, the Terrifier franchise looks like a fairly high budget horror movie.
Okay.
Terrifier in 2016 only made $420,000 worldwide. Terrifier 2 in 2022 made $15 million worldwide, and the Terrifier 3 in 2024 made $90 million worldwide.
Damn.
So it's been
Yeah.
aggressively going up.
All right.
And because of that, Terrifier 4 has already been greenlit.
And generally speaking, horror movies are very,
Very
cheap,
cheap.
to make. So,
Budget low. Fuck it. You making $90 million on $1 million movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to make another one.
So what would be a movie that killed a franchise or a show that killed the franchise you love? And while you guys think, I'm going to tell you mine. And you guys already know this. Star Trek is one of my favorite beloved shows. Like, it could do no wrong for me, Star Trek. Star Trek has been great writing, great casting, great characters. I loved it from beginning to end, all the way up until Starfleet Academy. Now, I know it's not a movie, but Starfleet Academy was it was more egregious than Art the Clown, bedroom scene, bathroom scene. Like, I would take an Art the Clown bathroom scene to save Star Trek.
I don't think anybody would fault you for that.
and bring it back. But to me, that was probably the most egregious of all franchise killers was Starfleet Academy. And for the reason that they did not care about everything that came before it in years of hard, tedious work. Just like they basically shit and piss on and said, we're going to do it our way because fuck the fan base.
Yeah.
And to me, that was the biggest smash.
To me, the sign that they had the wrong people behind a lot of the new Star Trek stuff was on Discovery. They shot everyone to the future, and then they had broken the entire ability for them to properly travel and communicate with one being, and it took what was generally the heart of the episodes, communication, understanding, finding new ways and new people, and how to come to an understanding with people who have a different way of going through life. And they made it about the struggle of travel. They no longer had any new ideas for what the stories of Star Trek and the way they were told were. It was about the people wrapped in science fiction. And it became science fiction, and it just so happened to have people stuck inside of it. That's when I knew, like, oh, they don't have the right people working on this anymore. They're creating problems because they don't have stories to tell.
But still, not nearly as bad as Starfleet Academy.
Academy
it was still
was-
watchable.
yeah.
It was still watchable. The characters, the cast was
because-
still good.
Because they did do the one with what's his name? The other Star Trek God damn it. The other prequel,
yes.
which was for the most part very good and had a lot of the underlying story and character building and interpersonal relationships there that you would get from Star Trek.
Strange New Worlds.
Strange New Worlds. Academy is just the pinnacle of hire the people based on what we're being told we're supposed to be doing versus hiring people for the fucking job.
Yeah. I mean, they even did a cartoon called Star Trek Lower Decks.
Lower Decks is phenomenal.
Fucking great. So basically, Lower Decks are the people that never are on the shows.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it's
Just like-
what's the color of the shirt that it dies?
Yeah, like the red shirts,
Red
right?
shirts, yeah.
But like even worse than that, this is like the guy that like throws out
Cleans
your
the
trash,
bathrooms and
the guy
stuff.
that cleans your
Yeah.
bathrooms, right? So it's all about them.
Nice.
living on the
I-
ship,
I-
and it was hilarious.
I could
it was
say-
fucking great.
Anyone who doesn't even know anything about Star Trek, they could watch Lower Decks. They will absolutely be entertained.
Yes, it's
Nice.
like your mother's the admiral, and you're like some fucked up kid who can't like leave the mailroom. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't even really need your job. Like, it's automated, but they're like, we got to give you something.
And it was sold as
was
that.
good.
Like, this is just a humorous take on, behind the scenes world of Star Trek. The
Yep.
people on the bottom that aren't making any command decisions. They're just stuck with whatever the commanders are saying to do.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great show.
Still better than fucking Starfleet Academy.
What about
heads
you?
and shoulders better.
What's a franchise that you loved?
I mean,
that was
I
killed by something?
enjoyed The Sandman. I enjoyed that show. The first season was good. It was creative. I felt like they were doing a good job of bringing everything to life. And then the second season, I know they had to kill it for other reasons, but the second season, it just took me out of it. The message was different. They were putting all kinds of weird shit in it.
Yeah.
And I feel like they took way too many Netflix creative liberties with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And I found myself just watching these episodes to get to the end.
Yeah.
And at some point, it just occurred to me, I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Once
Yeah.
the
They're gonna cancel it anyway.
Yeah.
And I am literally at the point where I'm watching the show going, oh, I see what they're doing here. Oh, I see what they're doing
Right.
here. And I just went, why are you putting yourself through this?
yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you putting yourself through an hour of this shit? Like, they've done a job of literally making a first season that I loved. Couldn't wait to see
It
the
was
next
great.
episode. To the second season, I'm like, it's a job.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Like,
forcing myself
af-
through this.
After dinner, I have to sit down and watch
That's
this.
how I felt about Starfleet Academy.
Yeah, but-
I'm like, I'm gonna get through it. I couldn't get
But
through it.
I told myself, oh, look at what Rotten Tomatoes gave it. Oh, they're canceling it after this
Yeah.
season anyway. Don't watch it.
Did you
Yeah.
get through it all?
No,
Yeah.
I don't have to.
Yeah.
And it was wonderful. I watched all of The Sandman. I watched the first season and the extra cat episode.
my
And the
question
cat
is,
And the cat episode.
It was delightful.
It was.
Yes.
Enjoyed it. The cat episode itself was better than the entire second season.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you.
I
Second
wonder
season killed
where does the original book for Sandman end, and how much of is the second season plays off of that? Because once the creator started having the issues they were having, I don't recall all that was going on, but fucking Hollywood issues.
Yeah.
Big surprise.
Of course.
Then they take control over things. And then at that point, it becomes shitty executives that feel like they have to justify their job by giving notes. And when you have the actual person who should be creating having issues where they can't fight back anymore, now it's just shitty person on top that shouldn't be giving creative notes, and everyone have to listen now.
Yeah, I agree. What's yours, Eddie?
There's a lot of examples.
Yeah, I mean, you could look at Star Wars and be like Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Ooh, Boba Fett was the one that killed it for
that-
you.
Simone,
Not the Acolyte. I was gonna say
No.
the Acolyte was the moment. for
Acolyte-
me.
Boba Fett was.
I went a little further than you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Acolyte was the moment I was like,
Yeah, no.
ooh.
No, I watched Acolyte, but Boba Fett was the turning point where I wasn't looking forward to watching it as much as I was like, I'm in this and I'm obligated to finish
Yeah,
watching this.
yeah.
Yeah. You thought you were going to get a world-class bounty hunter just
No.
Yeah.
and you got a old Samoan guy in a back to tank.
And he's notoriously spoke up about it. He's like, this is not the story I wanted to tell. Like he wanted to stay more true to the original adaptation of the character. And that's one of the things that Disney did really bad in the Kathleen Kennedy era, is that they listened to her.
Yeah.
And he didn't need to be a hero. Look at The Punisher. There was a short film of like 60 minutes of just murder. And everybody's like, this is the best Punisher I've seen in years.
It is.
Yep.
Because it's the character. We know what we're coming out for
Yeah.
to see. You want to see the bounty hunter do bounty hunter shit. And he's the bad bounty hunter because he was with Darth Vader.
Yep.
So have him do some bounty hunter shit. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Have him face off against Mando. That would be an amazing fucking end to an episode.
Not what we got.
No. If you had the whole season of Boba Fett getting away with shit and Mando comes in and fucks him up, at the end of his own season, he just gets his ass handed to by Mando.
He ends up in the back.
That
to
would've
tank
been great.
because he deserved it.
Yes, that would have been like, yo, this is epic.
I mean, then season
Yeah.
2 is him coming after Mendo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been
That would have been
good.
great.
We should have wrote it.
We should have wrote it. Get somebody on Disney on the phone. Eddie, come on, call Disney. Well, that was good, guys.
fun.
One last thing before I wanted to end. There is a movie promo out right now. Also, I seen Supergirl. Didn't hate it.
Didn't hate it.
Didn't hate it. Didn't.
Would you recommend it?
Didn't hate it.
I'm hearing mixed reviews, but I'm also hearing like it's not a kids movie.
It's not a kids movie. It's a darker tone of Superman. I thought it was good. Would I recommend it? No.
They
There
did.
you go. All right, that's honest. That's honest.
Yeah,
Did
no,
the
I wouldn't
thing
recommend
I
it.
said they shouldn't do. They give you Supergirl depowered.
Yeah. But
Which is like, it's the first movie.
But
fuck you.
But she didn't deliver a bad performance. So this is where
Yeah.
I'm torn. I just didn't. I felt like I
So
was
it's-
watching Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
So the movie didn't hit a home run, but it wasn't Millie Alcock's fault.
No, it wasn't.
And
I
that's-
felt like it
Alright.
was a same rehash story
That-
of
that is the
save
story
the pet that you love.
That is
Yeah.
the story of so many projects of the last couple of years.
Yeah.
It's not the performance that's bad.
Yeah.
It's the script that's dog shit.
Yeah.
They're
No.
serving great performances, but if the story is trash,
Yeah.
the story is trash.
Because they try to throw in a secondary story with a girl that followed her around with a sword that her family was killed. Spoilers. Well, actually not. It's all in the previews.
It's all in the book
It's
as
all in
well.
the previews. And the whole movie could have been made without her.
Yeah.
And it would have done nothing to the movie for me. She was the most useless fucking character in the entire movie. As a matter of fact, she was more useless than Daring Darrington in Vox Machina.
No, I mean, he had like three times where he saved
Darrington
people.
was pretty.
There was
He
like
did some stuff.
There was like three
He
times
did.
where he
He did
stepped
some
up.
stuff. Yeah.
Come on.
Listen, I really like Daring Darrington. Okay?
He's hilarious.
I do. But just to show you, like, she was more useless than Daring Darrington.
Yeah.
And she
now-
was with
now
Supergirl
Vox-
every
Vox-
step of the movie.
Vox Machina has a black member now.
Fucking right.
He's a little gay.
Wait,
That's all right.
wait, hold on a second. You mean the bald one? What's his name?
Grog. Grog is not black.
He's gray?
He's a fucking giant.
He's gray.
Doesn't count.
He's I don't know. He's minority adjacent. He's the most minority
They're
in
all
the group.
minority. I mean,
He's
they're
the
fucking
most minority in the
elves.
group. I'm sorry.
Do they have any humans? They don't have any humans.
They got like dwarves and hobbits on the team.
They're
They're
actually
all-
Percy. Percy's a human. I was
Yeah,
about to say.
Percy's a human.
I was like, wait, they don't have any humans.
Let's be
Yeah, they
honest.
do.
Percy,
you could
Percy
play
is the
Percy.
minority.
Percival
Percy is
DeRollo,
the only human on the
Archibald.
team.
You can make
He's
a-
the minority.
Yes,
you
he
can make a costume and you could get away with Percy.
Percy's my favorite character.
You could get away with
I like
that.
Percy.
Yeah, definitely. You Stalin.
We can make him the. We can make him the bear. We can make him the bear.
The bear.
Shrink it.
Shrink it.
Yes.
Shrink it.
I would probably be cast as Daring Darrington.
I love everything.
sure.
I love everything that Critical Role is doing. Between the Mighty Nine and Vox Machina, they're just everything they
and
do is good.
It just goes to show, let the creators create.
Yeah.
And let them do their thing.
And it's really hard to say that they're not inclusive because they put every race in
No,
there.
they
Yeah.
do. And they're
Everybody
fucking
you meet
hilarious.
is like fucking gay or weird. You're like, whatever.
Bro, that fight scene, the rock fight scene, and I hate musicals. That rock
Oh, it's
fight
great.
scene was
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
It was great.
I was like, heavy metal versus like classic rock. I was like, this is fucking crazy.
It's so good.
Yo,
So good.
so take it away, Eddie. Look, we actually ended on a nice note.
We did end
today.
on a nice note.
Wasn't that
Much
good?
much different than the last time we were here.
That I listened to that episode twice.
Jesus
I
Christ.
enjoyed the shit out of me.
I just remember. I just started looking at Ed like, how?
What we need to do is get Matt on and just listen to that episode with us and give his opinion.
No. No, my God.
I love you, Matt.
We're like always like we started this podcast. We had a couple rules, but no religion, no politics, and no heroin. We just can't get the first two rules down.
Hey, listen, no heroin. Last thing.
You guys.